Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for my next video. In today's video, Desert Commando Snake Eyes. Let's open him up, check him out. Alright, so first things first, I'm a huge fan of Snake Eyes, but I may have to say this is going to be my favorite Snake Eyes because I'm really digging the Desert Commando look. Yeah, it's it's just different. And based on what I'm seeing on the box, I think this is going to be a pretty cool figure. But there you go. At the side of the box, look at the accessories. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, Desert Commando is, yeah. Because the thing with the original Snake Eyes, which is still a cool figure, but, you know, he's all black. And sometimes it's really hard to see differences, I guess. All black is hard. I mean, it really is. And this is the first one of these that I've actually gotten and seen with this very unusual packaging. Look at this. Excuse me. This is cool. This is really cool. Right off the bat, look at that. And the backdrop, I mean, come on. That's money. And it looks like we have all the accessories. I mean, this is nice. 92 right there. Desert Commando Snake Eyes. I mean, when you open up, like I said, when you open up a box, right? Like with Black Series, you got like the paper and this and that. Nay. Excuse me. This is the way you do it. This is like attention to detail stuff. I am digging this. So yeah, let me get him out of the box and we will take a closer look at this awesome figure. All right, so got him out of the box and got the accessories out, but I wanted to take another moment. So we know that the accessories were in this box and Snake Eyes was in this box, but I mean, check that out. But the accessories were in this bag right here. Now that is some awesome additions that take something next level, in my opinion. So yeah, as far as the weapons and accessories and everything goes, it's very interesting. So first things first, we got his backpack right here. Basically, it's brown, lots of good detail to it. You could definitely add a little bit of weathering and stuff, which is really cool. Add some like tan, dry brushing would take it up really next level. We have this sword here, which mine is, it's kind of bend in it. So I'm gonna have to play around with it, but it's a very interesting blade, very unique. I like the copper on the back side right here. Then you got the edge, but I like this copper transition. Got a nice brown hilt, which is very nice. Also has his katana, which again, mine has just a little bit of a bend in it, but very nice detail on the handle there. Nice edge geometry. Very cool. And we have the sheath, which I find the sheath very interesting. It's brown, but it actually has texturing right there, which is very nice. All right, and another thing I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know for sure, I may have to, I don't really get any hints on the box, but it makes me wonder because this is rather loose. Do both, now see, that fits in there good. That fits in there nice and snug, so it makes me wonder, I'm assuming this blade actually goes in here and not the katana, which I find very, very interesting. To have two blades, one sheath, but again, that's perfectly fine. Got no problems with that. Also comes with a very nice combat knife right there. Got some nice khaki color on it. It's a kukri style blade, which is got the little drop point right there. It's very nice serrated on the top. Comes with his extended mag pistol right there. Got the extended mag. We also have the silencer attachment here on the front, so we can make sure I put it on the right way. Yep, right there. Boom. Very, very cool. And we have probably the most impractical weapon ever conceived is an Uzi. This is literally the worst weapon on the planet ever. Yeah, it's terrible. It just, yeah, it's more humorous or a plaything than it is for an actual serious weapon. So it looks like on the backpack we do have a peg hole here for this particular sheath, which snugs in great. It actually goes all the way flush. I really like that. A lot of times the pegs, they're good, but they're not like great, if that makes sense. Also, he has this grenade belt, which goes across the chest right there. Has a peg hole back here for the backpack, which is nice. Again, great coloring. Everything looks good. Like I said, this is a beautiful figure. So, speaking of the figure itself, overall, I really like this color. I mean, number one, it's all matte. So there's no gloss to it. There's a little bit of gloss on the gold on the face visor, but other than that, it is very, very cool. I dig this color a lot. Got the nice emblem right there. Tons of detail. Armor. We got some elbow armor. It's just all the pouches. I mean, the wrinkling and everything on the pants is great. I love the fact that this belt here is not attached, but it has some good colorations in it, so it looks great. The overall look of the figure, I'm digging it. It's very, very nice. I expect this thing to have a ton of articulation. Look at that, complete head down, which is nice. Side to side rotations, left and right. Shoulders shouldn't be an issue, I wouldn't think. I think that's about it for shoulders, which is fine. Mine feels a little loose in the waist area right here. I mean, it's a little sloppy, but we'll see. Lower back, oh my goodness, look at that. That is crazy insane. Ab crunch, he can look down at his toes. Side to side, plenty of side to side. Hips should not be an issue. Full split right there. Tons of articulation in the hips. Does have the hips that drop down, so that's cool. The holsters on the thighs, there's no strap going up, so hopefully they feel like they're well attached. So I don't see no issues with those, dropping down or anything like that. Let's see what we got knees wise. Full double joint, very cool. Do we have a? No, we got a calf pivot and full articulation on the shoes. So, I mean, as far as the G.I. Joe figures, they're all, I mean, really, really good figures. No real complaints when it comes to the figures. Let's put this belt over his head, or try to. Okay, get that. Let's see how well the. Okay, so that lines up good. So we'll get this pegged in. See how well this pegs in. Okay, there we go. Did that peg in? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, interesting. Huh. So when it pegs in fully, it's similar. It looks like this right here, but you can do that. So, okay, overall, not terrible. Not ideal, but not terrible. Let's see here. And go ahead and put his kukri in right there. The holster also has for the pistol, and it also has for the silencer, which I do like that. We've seen this before, but it's a nice little touch to be able to store all the accessories. But I do have some issues, but I tell you what, I am going to get Snake Eyes posed up. We'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this figure. All right, Snake Eyes, Commando, Desert Commando. This figure, I love this figure. It's great. As far as, I do have some issues, and they're not terrible issues, but I got a couple of issues, and we'll talk about those in a minute. But the pluses of this figure, the color and detail is spot on, amazing. Definitely well worth adding to the G.I. Joe collection. I still consider this probably my favorite G.I. Joe figure right now. It's definitely my favorite Snake Eyes because it is so different and unique. I love the variations between the khaki, the desert sand, the olive drab. All of this makes sense from a military application. The coloring, everything is pretty spot on. Articulation is beyond fabulous. One of the negatives I have is my figure is very, very loose in the waist and hips. It's very loose. It's borderline floppy. So I don't think it would take much before it would almost, it maybe even get to the point to where it'd be hard to actually pose in certain poses. I don't know, but mine is loose. It is very loose from in the waist area, which to me, that's a negative. The knee joints, ankles, elbows, shoulders, wrists, all the other joints feel really, really good. But the waist and the hips is different. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on. The accessories are awesome. I'm not a big fan of the backpack and the belt. Because if you peg in the backpack, it tilts like this. There's a little bit of slop in the bandolier belt. So to get it to lay flat, you sort of have to come out of the peg. And so I'm not a big fan of that. But again, I sort of understand it. But on the flip side of it, it's a backpack. Why not pull the whole down a little bit? Why does it have to be in the center of the shoulder blades? I don't know. That to me is probably something out of my realm of production knowledge, but I think that would make it a little bit better or more realistic. But again, it's a toy. We have to think about that. It is a toy, and that's totally fine. One of the big pluses is the packaging. This is legit awesome. I mean, this is very, very cool packaging. I am completely impressed with how this is done. I do have other G.I. Joe figures. This is the first time I've opened one with this, so that was a little bit of a shock. But that right there, that's attention to detail that I think is fabulous from a collector's point of view. So even if you put it back in the box, you have a place to put things. You know, you got the figure and you got all the accessories. So you have your own little compartmentalization. And even if you didn't put it back in the box, you could use this inside of a tray or something to put pieces in. So Hasbro, that was a good job. I really do appreciate that. But again, Desert Commando, Snake Eyes, overall, you know, it's a solid 9 overall. I can get past the backpack. The most major is the looseness in the waist and the hips. If you got this figure, let me know in the comments, was yours loose in the waist and the hips? Does it feel, compared to the other joints, very, very loose? I'm anxious to see, because if more of these feel that way, then it almost leads that there may be a tolerance. But I would assume that this is, I don't know if this was a complete remold or a repaint from an existing Snake Eyes. Now, the one thing I wish this had was the scarf like the Snake Eyes and Timber has. So a soft goods scarf would be really cool on this. That would take it up next level. I don't even really see a whole lot of weathering that would need to be done on this. It's pretty much good to go right out of the box. It's a cool figure. But out of all the G.I. Joes that I have, that I've seen, I gotta say this is one of my favorites, if not going to be the favorite. I dig this. I dig the whole concept of it. The Desert Commando concept, I think, would look good on other figures. To be honest with you, this paint scheme would look good on other figures. But anyway, that's my opinion. That's my review of this. I'm anxious to hear what you guys have to say, so definitely hit me up on the comments. You can reach out to me on social media. All the links to that is in the description of my videos. Just click more and there they are. We'll chat about this figure or any other G.I. Joes. I'm always up to talk about things. If this is your first time to my channel, if you enjoy what I do, if you enjoy the videos that I make, do me a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do subscribe, though, make sure and turn notifications on. That way you'll know when I drop videos and do live streams and everything else related to my channel. And finally, please, always remember, toys refreshes your soul, and I'll see you next time.